Hi, my name's Trina. I'm new to the vlog business. I wanted to share some stories with you about, um, I guess you could say this is my story, why I don't feel secure or safe with the police. It started back, okay, I'm born June 17th, 1975. So I was somewhere between 9 and 13. I was almost 13 when my mother got me away from my father's home and took us. Uh, but between the ages of 9 and 12 to 13, um, our father was very abusive physically towards my brother, which is 3 years older than me, and my sister, which is about 6 years younger than me. So we mostly protected her. But of course, my brother got it the worst, and then it was me, and so on. Many times I called the police. It was what you'd say city police, not RCMP. There was times that I've called for help, basically crying and saying, you need to help me, he's going to kill my brother, or he's beating on us, or whatever. And literally, I even called back 3 times. Now, this happened on multiple occasions, and they never did come because they were afraid of my father. So right away, that started me out, not trusting the police. Anyway, so from there, I guess you could say I felt really alone at 12. This is a little hard for me to talk about. I've never talked about it before. Okay. When I was 12, I didn't know what to do. The police were not helping me. And I decided to put my father's loaded rifle in my mouth. And I was going to end it all. I closed my eyes, and somehow my father came into the room. And I started chipping my tooth for years because of it. He ripped it out of my mouth. Sorry. Anyway, so you can just imagine at that age how terrible I felt and how alone I felt that I thought about even doing that. All right. Because I was just being tired of beaten all the time. And you should be able to trust the police and feel like they're there to help you. Anyway, later on in my life, I had a beautiful son named D'Angelo, and he was about 2 years old. And his father assaulted me. He was very drunk, and of course, I called my mom. He pulled the cord for the phone right out of the wall so that, to end my call with my mom. So it was my mom that called the police. They came and they took him out, and my mother did come down, and she stayed with me till morning. And I moved my things out and went home to Nova Scotia with my mom and my 2-year-old son. when we finally did go to court over it, there had been this black officer that brought me to the hospital. I had multiple contusions to my head, to be exact, 7 contusions to my head. A broken nose, 2 black eyes because of the broken nose, of course, and so on. And when I did go to charge him in court, I saw the black officer shaking hands with the father of my son. Again, I felt alone. There was a lot of other times after that. Say, for example, my son was 7. I was living in housing in Moncton, New Brunswick, and my child came running into the house, kind of throwing himself on the floor, saying, you know, that this man had smacked him in the face, and there was a great big handprint welted on my kid's face. So I knew, like, he wasn't lying, and I ran out instantly. And of course, I put my finger up to say, like, hey, you know, how dare you put your hands on my kid? And that's when he grabbed my other arm and dug his nails in. I backhanded him, which caused his glasses to fly off his face. My son, of course, went over and stomped on them. And when the cops came, they didn't believe me that I had been struck, that he had given me 4 shots to the face. He obviously was too strong for me. Like, he held my hands down really, like, I couldn't get away. And that's when I said, let go of me, and he did, and I walked away. But not before he gave me 4 shots to the face. The cops did not believe me. Later on, my friend said, oh my God, like, your face. I said, what? You know, I hadn't looked in the mirror. I had this great big shiner. So my friend called the police back and said, listen, you don't believe that this guy hit her? Like, look at this. Like, it's turning black. Well, all he could say was, yeah, maybe that happened when you fell down. And I think if you're smart, you're not going to try to press charges against this guy, because this guy's going to press charges against you, saying you hit him. Now, there was many witnesses there, including a worker from Child Services, which I kind of put in her place because of her not acting appropriate at a visit of my friend's that had lost her child and was trying to get her back. She also said that he didn't hit me. So, I mean, in that sense, I mean, the police believes what they believe, right? So again, they failed me. Next, I got broken into by a girl named Julie, who's a black girl that I helped, that was telling me that she was being abused at home. So I took her in. I did everything I could for her, but she did break into my place. She did get a hold of my spare key that was in my purse. I didn't notice things going missing at first, but I went away for a couple days, and I didn't know at the time that it was her, but I found out not long after. Of course, I called the police again, being broken into. My house was trashed, things were taken, soap on my stairs, so, you know, like, I would fall or whatnot. And they didn't take no fingerprints, no nothing. even when I found out 2 or 3 days later that it was her and another girl that was 18, they did nothing. And maybe a couple weeks later, just across from me in the same area, housing, someone else had gotten broken into. Well, they did everything. Fingerprints, everything. So, again, they failed me. Let's see now. Okay, well, I've written some things down because I don't want to forget anything. It's hard for me to even talk about this, so I felt that I'd be pretty nervous. Anyway, so this is why I'm trying to.
Okay, so
Make sure.
you should have read everything there. Now mark a part 2 for another time.
I'm not done. I'm almost done.
No, because like it can't be too long videos, you know.
Well, I guess that is quite a few occasions. And I will continue it later on. Maybe on my next vlog of other things that have happened since then.
We'll do part 2 after.
And we'll do a part 2.
Now do your outro.
Of why I do not trust the police or feel safe whatsoever with the police.
I had a 2 roads.
Anyway,
Do your outro.
like and subscribe, and